So, government. A lot of people online, you know who you are. A lot of people online, you know who you are. Yes, saying government is wasteful. Government should be reduced. Government should be cut. DOGE, doggy, you know, that moron, DOGE, morons. More than one, not many more than one. They say government needs to be cut and they just cut it. Now, I've got a question for you people that think government is wasteful. You people, you know who you are. Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah, here's a cat. Yeah, wonder who I'm talking to. People that go, government needs to be cut. Government needs to go away. Government is wasteful. How many of you have worked for government? At all? Ever? Yeah? No? Tell me. Then I might listen to you. I worked for government. Government, you know, government? Australian government? Australian government. Huh? Yeah. Not only that, I was a facilitator with ISO 9001. Well, actually, it was ISO 9000 at the time, and it was developed by Toyota to ensure quality control over their cars. Gee, and what did we get in the 90s? Toyota, #1 in the world. All right, #1 in the world. Still, I think #2 or #3 in the world because they introduced ISO 9000. We adopted it in the Australian government, ISO 9000. I worked for the Department of Industry, Technology and Commerce at the time. Industry, right? ISO 9000 was about improving industry. Ooh, damn. Improving industry, making them more efficient. So you know what we did? We introduced it to government to make government more efficient. Yeah? Yeah, it's been going on in the Australian government ever since. I left in the 90s when the LNP, the Liberal National Party, you know, those morons were in charge and decided to cut government, you know, like the doggy, yeah, the doggy. They're in a doggy style in America because that's what they like, apparently, doggy style in government. And so the LNP did pretty much what doggy is doing in America, okay? They cut staff. They got rid of them. I asked them to get rid of me. I asked them, I rang them. I rang the morons and I said, oh, packages going? You mean I can get out of this place and get some money? And they went, oh yeah. So I did. I took my package that I was owed by the government and I left and I bought a house with it. I got married, I had kids. Eventually I got divorced and eventually I sold the house and I made a lot of money. Big deal. You know what else happened? A lot of those people, my friends at the time, people that I knew well because I hung out with the guys that were making the changes. I was the change person and that means I was up there. I was telling management and members of parliament, ministers, what to do. Ooh. I was. That's terrible, isn't it? I shouldn't be telling ministers what to do, but I was. And I was only a fucking ASO2, which is bottom grade. And you know why I was an ASO2 bottom grade, even though I was dealing directly with ministers? Because I was a troublemaker, because I was a trade union delegate, trade union delegate elected by the people to be a delegate. Then I was a district delegate, elected by the people to be a district delegate, to elect my whole building, the over 1,000 people that were in my department. I was a district delegate. #3, I was the first OH&S delegate in Australia in the public service anywhere. All right, so I was dealing with occupational health and safety. I was protecting people, but I was a troublemaker. So there's your union fucking bullshit, okay? But I help people. And when I left the public service, I was happy with my career, helping people, not doing shit in the public service. The public service administers what members of parliament say we got to administer. That's all government does, you fucking morons. Yeah? Morons. All government does is administer. That's all it does. Your elected officials, whether they're in Congress or in Parliament or wherever, right? They do the negotiations. They do the bullshit. They tell us to administer it. That's all that fucking government does. And if government isn't administering those laws, guess what? They get broken. Oh, hang on. We don't need those laws, do we? No, you don't need laws protecting your water from bullshit. You don't need the air protected. You don't need animals looked after. You don't need children looked after. You don't need elderly looked after. That's woke. Hey, that's woke. Looking after animals and people that can't look after themselves. That's woke. Woke, we go broke. Woke, we go broke. Advance Australia Party, Canberra. Woke, we go broke. And they show a nice guy dancing. That's woke. A guy dancing. What the fuck? Grow the fuck up. Government is helping you. DOGE, not helping you. LNP, not helping you. Real government's help. Hey, darling, my cat doesn't like it when I get a little bit passionate about things that are killing people. That's why I was an OH&S expert and still am. Because people die at work. And when you deregulate shit like that, people die. More people die at work. And people die in Brexit. You know, the biggest result from Brexit that I've been able to figure out is 5 million gallons of raw sewage going into the river systems in England now every year. That sounds good. You know, that's what Brexit was about. Getting away from the regulation of shit like shit to protect you and your families from shit in your water. That's what the EU wanted, but that's not what Brexiteers wanted. They did not want to have to spend the money to fix up their shit system that deals with this shit. Hey, mate. Brexiteers did not want that. They did not want to have to fix up a sewage system that was hundreds of years old. Yeah? Big government, good. Small government, bad. You know, all those people that left with me in the 90s, that took their packages, took their money and left, half of them at least, if not all of them, I was the exception to the rule because I didn't want to go back in the public service. They were rehired as contractors at 3 times their fucking salary, $1,000 a day, to do the same job that they just took a package for. And the package would have been $100,000. This is what conservatives do. This is what DOGE is doing. They're taking somebody, they're pulling somebody out of the government, thousands of them, one at a time, right? All of those people do a job, and that job will have to be done. Who's going to do it? They're going to have to rehire people at more money to do the same job the government's doing better than they do it. And that's a fucking fact. Government does this shit better than private sector. Don't believe me? Don't give a shit. It's a fact. Government does everything better than the private sector. Everything. Selling government shit to private sector, like electricity, is a fucking stupid idea and doesn't work. Government is better at that shit than private sector. It always was. It hires more intelligent people. It hires better workers. It gives better money. It has better conditions. Right? So government does that shit better than the private sector. So fuck off with your bullshit about getting rid of government, inefficient government. It's not a thing. Government is not inefficient. Government is efficient. You know why? because it's government money, because it's taxpayers' money. It's not government money. Oh, taxpayers' money. That's right. When you're working for the government, you're handling taxpayers' money, not your own. So we're careful with it, right? We're careful with it because it's not our money. It's your money. You paid it into tax. I pay into tax. Your money. Taxpayers' money. Government doesn't call it government money. Government doesn't say it's our money. Government says it's fucking taxpayers' money. So we're careful with it. Fuck off. Private enterprise is not careful with them with money. Private sector is Donald Trump going broke 6 times with fucking casinos. That's the private sector. That's the shit. Golf courses run like fucking businesses and they collapse. Private sector. When golf courses are run by members, a union of members, they survive, they work together and they become better. Unions, government, same shit. Looking after you. Fuck off with your fucking bullshit about government when you don't know what you're talking about. Come at me.